starts dancing, by the way, you can leave the rock, you can go away from the rock, and just let the keeper do his thing while you defend it. Pick up the reel that the keeper drops and go to Nacht der Untoten. Then, in the upstairs area, you should see a small metal box that you can go over to, hold square on, and a radio will begin to play. I've got the full audio of the radio on my channel if you want to watch it. Once again, top right-hand corner of the video, there'll be a link to that.
Yeah, see, that's what he's saying. Is the one to the
I'm
gonna look at that after.
Where do you
get the other
reel from? If
it's the one I was saying, it's right by Stamina, right above Stamina. You shoot that skull, if that's what it is.
So we gonna go by step by step.
Yeah, I'm looking at that shit, though. We'll go by this step. Come on, I'm ready then.
That would be very useful. Spin that box, and at some point you'll get the little Arnies. They are the monkey bombs of this map. What you need to do is get them out of the box, and then once you have them, come into the Apothicon. So to get in there, you obviously need to open the pack a punch as you normally would by doing the generators, then trapping the beast itself. Go inside, and notice that around the edges of the room, there are 9 spawn locations that are small holes low down on the floor. They're sort of floor joint to wall, and there are 9 of them. What you need to do is go around, and you're going to basically throw your Arnies in 3 successive holes. So the way I do this is I
Oh no, I got my machine shit.
This is 1.
I mean, I got my insta kill.
This is 2. This is 3.
No, should I use
This is
2 or should I use
This is 5.
maximum?
This is 6.
No, that's good.
This is 7.
What are you talking about? Maximum instead of what? The slow down machine?
No, instead of the death machine, or should I use nuke?
The way I always do this is I go over to the hole that is number 1 in the little list that I read out. I go over to it.
Yeah, we played the nunchucks at least real quick.
You should hear
We're gonna do that.
Let's do nunchucks. We got 5 rounds in this. We can survive 5 rounds. It ain't gonna be that fucking bad.
I'm gonna use this.
Right?
I'm gonna use the round stick.
I'm gonna park this shit out too. Matter of fact, I'm gonna change my wall balls.
Throw the Arnie in, you'll hear the and you'll also hear the sound of some Margwars spawning. Once again though, if it still isn't doing it, just kind of jiggle yourself in place. It can be a little finicky to get it in the right spot sometimes, but Margwars spawning in. The radio on my channel if you want to watch it. Once again, top right hand corner of the video, there'll be a link to that so you can go and have a listen. We're going to just go through the steps though now. You're going to want throughout your game to be hitting the mystery box for the Mara Stagua, okay, and also the Arnies. They're the 2 things that you definitely 100% are going to need for this history. They are essential, so make sure you're maybe running Immolation Liquidation. That would be very useful. Spin that box, and at some point you'll get the little Arnies. They are the monkey bombs of this map. What you need to do is get them out of the box, and then once you have them, come into the Apothicon. So to get in there, you obviously need to open the pack of punch by doing the generator, then trapping the go inside, and what you'll notice is that around the edges of the room, there are 9 spawn locations that are small holes low down on the floor. They're sort of floor joined to wall, and there are 9 of them. What you need to do is go around, and you're going to basically throw your Arnies in 3 successive holes. So the way I do this is I number the room as follows. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. This is 5. This is 6. This is 7. This is 8. And this is 9. The way I always do this is I go over to the hole that is number 1 in the little list that I read out. I go over to it, I throw an Arnie in, you should hear a sound, and then you know that you've done that one correctly. Go over to the next hole, so number 2, throw it in, you should hear a sound, and then once again, go to your 3rd hole, throw the Arnie in, you'll hear the and you'll also hear the sound of some Margwars spawning in. You're going to want to kill the Margwars. Hopefully, those 3 Margs that spawn in will give you a max ammo. If not, you need to get one yourself by other means in your game. But get a max, get more Arnies, and then it's time for you to do 3 more holes. You're going to need to do all 9 holes in total, so keep a good track of which ones you've done. This is why I order them. I go 1, 2, 3, I get those all done. Then I go 4, 5, 6, I get those all done. Then I go 7, 8, 9, and get those all done. Now, if you mess up in any way, for example, if you throw one in a hole, then the next one you miss, and then the next one you throw in a hole, and then you're out of Arnie's and you can't get that next hole, then don't worry. What I recommend you do is just come back later once you have a new set of Arnie's and do those 3 holes again. Because if you fail it, then it's going to mess things up and you're going to need to basically reset things. And so you might have successfully done 1, 2, 3 and got those marks, but for 4, 5, 6, if you go 4, 5 and then you fail 6, just come back again later and try 4, 5, 6 once more. Once this is done, if you come to the bridge area inside the Apothicon, there'll be an audio reel lying on one of these yellow bulbs for you to pick up, and that reel is going to come to Kino Der Totem. Once again, this particular reel is already on my channel, so in the top right-hand corner of the screen, if you want to go listen to the audio reel with subtitles, then click through to that link. It's in the description as well, and you can go and listen to this for that information. For now, though, I'm just going to show you where you place it. We're then going to move on to the final reel, and this one requires you to build a skeleton, okay? So what we need for this is an upgraded gun. So, for example, if you just get like a Man of War out of the box, maybe get the Tommy. I recommend you do the chalk Easter egg. This, by the way, guys, it's an extremely good idea to do the chalk Easter egg in your game, just because the Tommy is pretty great, to be honest, and it's good to have all things done before you start going through the steps. So I recommend you do the chalk Easter egg. Grab yourself a Tommy if you like, or just use a random gun out of the box. As long as it is pack-a-punched, you will be able to start doing this step. You're also going to need the upgraded Mara Stagler, or the upgraded Apothicon Servant, sorry. So what that requires you to do is upgrade it by its normal process.
I wasn't being stingy on my motherfucking burger.
Once again,
Motherfucking burger.
YouTube, so link in the top right hand corner of the video right now. Click on it and you can get a guide for the upgraded Apothicon Servant. Once you upgraded it and you've got an upgraded normal weapon, you're going to need to come to a varied series of locations around the map, which will all feature a small slab of rock which you are going to shoot with your upgraded gun. Not with your Apothicon Servant just yet, your upgraded weapon. So the first one I'll be showing you is here in the spawn. I recommend you come to the furthest right you possibly can, look into the church, and yellow light shadow above it, you're going to be shooting at with your upgraded gun. So shoot it with your KN or your Man of War or whatever, and what should happen is you should hear a sort of a clunk sound, and the rock itself you just shot will turn into a bone. The bone will float a little into the air, and you're then going to pull out your Apothicon Servant, shoot towards the bone, and you should hear this noise letting you know that the bone has been sucked up. If you don't hear that noise, then maybe you need to check your sound settings, or maybe you didn't actually get it and you need to make sure that you've actually shot the rock and got the bone to float up so it can be sucked up with the upgraded Apothicon Servant. Next location I'm going to show you, and by the way, these can be done in any order, these bones, but next location I'm going to be showing you is in Shang, right above the Stamina machine. If you go to Stamina and then you look above it, there's a small bluish triangular rock just sort of sticking out from the actual outcrop. Shoot it, it will turn into a skull, and then once again, you're going to be sucking it up with the Apothicon Servant. Good job so far, that's 2 down. Next we're going to be going to Origins. So in Origins, it's this area here, the kind of flat area where Speed Cola used to be back in the day. Come over to this spot, and you're going to look towards the sort of horizon, I suppose. Look down, and there's a rock just down there on the slope that you can shoot, and it will turn once again into a bone. Shoot it with the Servant. You know the drill at this point. Sorted. Next bone. Really rather tricky one. It's in the not shoot the first wall, not the second
everything
wall,
besides no nuke I care about.
which is going to be the curved one. It's going to have a rocket to shoot on the
we got the Easter egg,
edge facing
and
the
we need to die or whatever we need to keep that shit. What if that? Do we need that? I'll call somebody before I figure. I'll figure that out for you.
Right-hand corner.
It'll be like it's 7 o'clock now.
So what I recommend you do is just spray into the wall there, around the edge, around the bottom right-hand corner, and you should get it. If you don't, if you're worried about this or you're having trouble, use an upgraded ray gun, and you'll get it pretty much first time because that bad boy has splash damage, which is going to make your life a lot easier. So you should be good if you spray into that corner of the wall. It should pop out. You should see it just float in there. And then once again, upgraded Apothicon Servant. Make sure you're in the right place when you're shooting it. Go onto the wall itself and give it a shot, and you should hear it get sucked up once more. Next one is going to be in Nacht. Come to the upstairs area of Nacht. If you're facing Jug, then do a 180, turn around, and you're going to be shooting this slab that is up here. That's going to turn into a bone.
Yeah, so watch me do this shit.
Next up, one in Verrückt. Come to Verrückt. There's the fountain area. You're going to look to the right of that, and there'll be a waterfall. If you're looking at the waterfall, there is a blue sort of slate outcrop there, and on that blue slate outcrop there will be a rectangular slab, and that's the slab that we're going to be shooting for this egg. Shoot it, it will turn into a bone, it'll float into the air, shoot it with a starboard, and then
Instead, you may have doomed our eternal souls.
But honestly, I had no idea about this Shadowland.
I'm taking time to kill as well. Passing it to read is funny as hell. Because you know what I was thinking about was rolling up an L before you do this shit.
What we're gonna do is later on in the game. I'm about to start this shit, bro. Don't know about the right. My shit just jumping and skipping and skipping and jumping and skipping and jumping.
This is not place to die. Burial is not practical in low gravity.
It's okay. Like this earlier. It's still jumping.
When someone falls down, Nikolai is always there. When Nikolai falls down, they just go down.
Yo, stop cheating me. Dude, don't even grab me. My shit is like... Why is it jumping? It's like jumping.
The controller jumping or the game?
Like the signal, like, takes.
Oh, well, listen.
I'm good now. No, it look good. It look good.
Especially in space, the gun just float away.
Let us resume. There is still much.
See, look.